watching me, the dog, DMX.
Ain't no way in the world I'm going on stage after no DMX. I don't give a damn. Like, man, you crazy? This dude gonna crawl, bark, cry, pray. By the time he get to his 5th song, he got the crowd. In the rap industry, I think he's the greatest performer, and I don't think it's even close.
Just about like what he meant to the culture and maybe meant to you personally.
By the way, the first time I boycotted the Grammys was for him. My fondest memory of DMX is he improved my stage show.
Hey, always ready.
Real respect.
2 albums this year. 2 albums next year, January. Hey, niggas wanna be killers? Get at me, dog. I'm right here. Get at me, dog.
Born on December 18th, 1970, in Mount Vernon, New York, Earl Simmons was destined to become DMX, which stands for Dark Man X, for a reason. His childhood was covered in darkness. Raised by a single mother, he experienced severe physical abuse and neglect. His father was homeless and abandoned the family when he was still a young boy, leaving him to fend for himself in an unforgiving environment. Earl was beaten regularly by his mother and her boyfriends, who knocked out his teeth and left prominent scars on his face.
I know a lot about my childhood. I used to get beat a lot of beatings. My mother, if I did something wrong, her favorite thing was the extension cord, but she braided 3 of them together. You know, just like beat me so much. She used to beat me till she was tired. I think that's why it's hard for me to sleep. But we had a rule, you know what I mean? It was like whatever went on in the house, you know, you keep it in the house. You know, she would always threaten us with, you know, the white people are gonna come take you away.
After numerous run-ins with the law and difficulties at school, he was kicked out of school in the 5th grade, and his mother sent him to a home for abandoned children for 18 months. It was here where young Earl discovered a new outlet for his emotions, hip-hop music. By the age of 14, he was living on the streets to escape his mother's beatings, and his only friends were the stray dogs. A heavily traumatized child already, he found solace in dogs that roamed the streets and bonded with them. He later said that they became his metaphor for loyalty and survival, qualities he sought but rarely found in people.
I mean, ain't no dog like a pet. You know what I'm saying? Their attitude. You know, their attitude is like, you might break both of my legs. You might break all of my legs, but I'm still gonna bite you. And I'm still gonna continue to try to bite you. As long as I can move, as long as I can breathe, I'm gonna try to finish you, money. You know what I'm saying? And then they mad loyal, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, I ain't had no friends. You know what I'm saying? But my dogs, and he was just like me. He was my only friend, I was his only friend. We needed each other. You know what I'm saying? We needed each other. I learned how to be a friend by having a dog.
DMX's rough streetwise upbringing and dark childhood shaped his aggressive, all-in MC style. He started freestyle battling as a teenager, earning a reputation as a fierce competitor. His talent was undeniable, but the streets continued to pull him back. DMX struggled with crime and addiction, turning to robbery as a means of survival. Despite the everyday struggles and the darkness of his childhood, he never lost sight of his dream. Music became his salvation, a way to express his anger, pain, and faith. In 1991, DMX signed a management deal with then-unknown record label Rough Riders Entertainment. Later that year, Columbia signed him to its subsidiary labels and released his single Born Loser in 1993. Failing to meet commercial projections and not reaching any music charts, he was then terminated from his contract and became an independent artist. In January 1994, Death Row Records tried to sign DMX in a joint venture with Rough Riders, but this never materialized. Sometime later, Bad Boy Records also tried to sign DMX, but this deal also never came to be. After 2 years of struggling to break into the industry, his friend Irv Gotti started working for Def Jam and played a crucial role in signing DMX to the record label.
Because Leo wanted to sign Ja. The first meeting I ever had, I was like, we gotta sign DMX, and they laughed at me. I remember when I left the office, Tina Davis said, she knew I wanted to sign DMX. She said, DMX don't sell, your ass fired. Jay and Dame did not believe in DMX. Jay would be like, you think he's better than me? I said, if you look in the hood, there's less of like you and more of like him. Yeah, but don't want to live that. He's depressing, Gotti. And I said, I don't give a f. So Jay used to watch me grind with X, and he was off with the Hitman. And then something strange happened when I made Get At Me Dog. Dum dum. The videos flashing, f***ing up your eyes. It caused change. And now there was no more shiny suits. We back to the hood, and X is the leader of this revolution. I used to put on the wall a triangle with 5. And they was like, they used to clown me. And they used to be like, who's gonna buy his records, Gotti? Chihuahuas, he's barking. No one wants to hear that bullshit. And I'd be like, yeah. It's 05.
After meeting with then-President Leor Cohen, DMX was signed to Def Jam in May 1997, 2 months after the shooting of Biggie Smalls. At this point in time, the hip-hop world was wounded, losing 2 of its biggest stars, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls, in less than a year. 1998 was the year that marked the explosive rise of DMX to superstardom. He released 2 albums, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Both of these albums were released in '98. Both went platinum, and both debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts.
Yo, man, the album's real tight. DMX definitely representing, man.
The album ain't slow up yet, and we'll be over 2 million in 2 weeks. So I know we're gonna have a triple platinum party soon, but it's just great that, he's here, and Hunter's like, a week ago, it seemed like he just came to us, but he deserves it.
The biggest dog out here, it's only right. Yeah, DMX definitely out there doing his thing, man. A lot of support. Yo, so what else are you working on, or as far as signing artists, what's going on?
Jay-Z album coming out September 29th, Hard Knock Life. Then my man Ja, the Belly soundtrack, the Hype Williams movie, will be out in November. And my man Ja Rule, the next future star. He on the first single on Belly with DMX, Method Man, and Nas. Then he got the joint out now, Can I Get Her, with Jay. Here to celebrate DMX's platinum party,
By the year of 2005, DMX had multi-platinum albums, done 5 movies, had beef with K Solo, Ja Rule, Jay-Z, and even with Def Jam executives.
I've been through worse shit than dealing with fake ass niggas before, you know what I'm saying? If that's all it is, I could do that for God. Yo, every day, man, it's like, I'm a hood nigga, so I come to the hood, on the regular. And every day it's like, yo, when you gonna come up with another album? You know what I mean? When you hit us again, actually, the game needs you. And the more they say they needed me, the more I realize that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, this is my purpose, man. This is my place. You know what I mean?
What's the word, man? I mean, you with Def Jam and Nada, what's going on?
I'm with Sony now. I'm with Sony now, you know what I'm saying? And I had to get the fuck up off of Def Jam. Like,
what happened, man? You was over there for years.
Cats playing games, so I'm going raw, run up in that fucking building and kick down the door. Y'all don't want no fucking problems with X.
What's up with the Ja Rule shit, man? I mean, I know y'all been going back at it for a while.
Still, I don't fuck with that, son. Chicago, let's just say it like that. Thank me, son. Thank me. No, don't talk shit about me. Thank me. Thank me. Like, you know what I mean? Gotti's my man. Been my man, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed. But that, I don't got no respect for that, yo.
He comes out of nowhere and says, yo, I got a song called Ruled Out. He's trying to bite my style. He's trying to sound like me. X, this is my 4th album. You understand? Like, we could have, like, why didn't you address this my 1st album, my 2nd album, 3rd album?
Behind the scenes, DMX struggled with severe addiction. He entered rehab multiple times, but found it difficult to stay clean for extended periods. DMX openly admitted his struggles, describing his addiction as a demon he was constantly fighting. His legal troubles also mounted. Arrests for drug possession, animal cruelty, child support, and paternity lawsuits became a recurring theme in his life. Despite his success, DMX felt trapped in a cycle of pain, unable to escape the demons that haunted him. The darkness and scars from his past were a constant presence in his life. He spoke out against the music industry many times throughout his career, which upset the elite and caused him a lot of problems.
The industry, if you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time. The industry, vultures with nothing to feast on. See me, I'm getting my beast on. The industry, stay in the dirt, play in the dirt, test the wrong one in the industry and you will get hurt. I'm not an industry artist, I'm an artist in the industry. So I do what the I want, cause nobody can finish me.
The judge called DMX's fraud, quote, brazen and blatant. DMX, whose real name is Earl Simmons, is a father of 15. He's been incarcerated since January when his bail was revoked for failing a drug test. He's also been ordered to pay back more than $2 million in taxes.
Rapper DMX will be spending the next 6 months in jail for violating his probation, and a judge has also ordered him to undergo a mental health evaluation. DMX recently spent 90 days in jail after he was convicted of animal cruelty, theft, and drug charges.
Sometimes he's hard, sometimes it's easy, but X is a beautiful person, man. I love X. And once everybody that knows him, you're forced to love him because he's a good person. It's just that he has demons that he deals with sometimes.
Thank you for doing this, by the way.
Thank you for, giving me the opportunity to be heard, in a positive light.
Yeah.
Or just in a fair light.
And if I inadvertently talk about your situation,
I got you.
You let me know.
I got you. All right, I first came to Arizona, man, and I remember one day coming from the studio at 6 o'clock in the morning and pulling over on the highway. We like 4 cars, just to watch the sunrise. And it was at that point that I fell in love with Arizona. I said, you know what, this has to be God's country. Because I'd never seen anything as beautiful as that sunrise. Then I met the devil in God's country. And it's not so much who, it's what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You can't call one person the devil. You can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. And it's through all these hardships that I realized that, you know what? This is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil would place in my path. And it's by overcoming these obstacles that I realized that this is God's country. Because he helped me get over these obstacles. He helped me get over these hurdles.
Your music, in a sense, some of it's a warning.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me, I think people are curious how a guy, you've sold how many records?
28 million.
And made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
How do you end up in here?
I think everyone who's watching knows how I ended up in here.
I don't know if they do.
I'm pretty sure they do. Anytime you get it, I'm pretty sure they do. There's how do I end up in here?
This period was particularly chaotic for DMX as his addiction and legal troubles overshadowed his career, marking a significant decline in his public appearances and music output. Between 2006 and 2011, DMX was arrested and sent to jail 8 times. His frequent incarcerations prevented him from consistently working on music and damaged his reputation in the public eye. His career was fading away, but still his loyal fans loved him and showed support. Despite all the ongoing struggles, DMX never abandoned his belief in God, and this period also helped him strengthen that connection.
I look forward to making progress on a daily basis in everything, in every aspect of my life, in every possible way, that I can. I look forward to, becoming a better person, looking more at my faults. The fact that I'm just starting to recognize and understand the blessings that God has for me. If I only commit to doing the right thing, if I only surrender and give my life and my soul to Him, then,
Growing up without parents in the rough streets of Yonkers, New York, left permanent scars on DMX, and that pain kept eating him slowly.
I used to always turn to drugs when, I'll call, Bino and be like, that's all. I just wanted to say, mommy. Not once. Not once she ever told me that she loved me. And I love my father. Even though he wasn't there, I don't really know him, but
Rapper DMX is hospitalized tonight after a reported drug overdose. The rapper, whose real name is Earl Simmons, grew up in Yonkers. DMX has been open about his struggle with addiction over the years and has been in rehab several times.
We're going to make some positive changes.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I can't get up.
The 44-year-old rapper, whose real name is Earl Simmons, knows he's made a mistake.
Thank God for my problems as much as I thank him for my blessings. And because they're equally relevant to my life. God gave me the talent, and until he takes it from me, I will use it to the best of my ability. Lord, if you hear me, you know that I'm coming to you sincerely. I need you near me. Please feel me. I'm sick and I need you to heal me.
Always trust everyone to be themselves, but trust in the fact you can see them well. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, trust. It takes too much energy to not trust someone. You know what I mean? It takes too much energy. You always gotta stay 2 steps ahead of them or whatever. But trust them to be them.
To be themselves.
Trust the snake to bite you. Trust the lion to lie. Trust the thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to be them. But know that when you see this.
DMX captured the raw human emotions of anger, despair, and faith, resonating deeply with people who saw themselves in his struggles. He was a man without a childhood, a man without a father or a mother, a man who suffered much of his life but never gave up his belief in God. DMX spoke his mind at all costs, and it backfired many times, but he stayed true to himself. As real as they come, from the streets of Yonkers to the top of the Billboard charts.
This is where you'll find me. But this is where I belong. This is where my heart is. So tell me, where's your heart at?